feel like I should have had a plan for this video, but I'm going off the top of my head. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Ellie if you are new here, and as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about my experience having my boob job with MYA. So yeah, if you are interested, or if you're looking to have it done, or just looking into it at all, then yeah, just keep on watching. Yeah, also if I do miss anything out then, and you are interested and it's something you're looking into, then honestly leave me any question you like down below. If you don't want to ask because you don't want anyone to see your question or anything, then honestly message me on Instagram, anything. I'll leave my Instagram down below. Like I say, if you don't want everyone to see your question or it's quite a personal thing, then yeah, you can message me on Instagram and I'll answer all your questions as best as I can. So yeah, I am now 2 weeks post-op, if that's the right word. So I had my operation 2 weeks ago yesterday. So yeah, 2 weeks, 1 day. And yeah, I am feeling pretty much back to myself, but I'll start from the beginning and go through all the process so you can get to know everything. So as I said, I had mine done with MYA. You might have heard of them. They're quite like well known in England. I don't know if they're anywhere else, but it's like a cosmetic kind of brand type thing. I'm really bad at explaining things, but yeah, anyway, so you can book your appointment online. You don't even have to ring, so you just type in all your details and things like that and pick the best date for you. I was unable to pick my book through online because as I was going through, you have to put in your height and your weight, and my BMI is classed as underweight. So, and because I was classed as underweight, you couldn't just book it through. You had to see the nurse type thing for her to say like you're okay to proceed, because I'm not 100%. I think this camera's not working. Yeah, because I'm not 100%, but I'm sure if you do suffer with any eating disorders or things like anxiety and things like that, you are not actually allowed to go through with the procedure. With MYA, I don't know about anywhere else. My experience is purely with MYA, so I can't comment on anywhere else or any other experience. But yeah, you're not allowed to go through with it, so they had to question me on all my eating habits and things like that. As I say, mine's just my metabolism. I don't actually have anything wrong with me, it's just I just don't put on weight. But anyway, they rang me literally like 5 minutes after it said online that I couldn't book online, and then I got a date sorted for my first appointment. Let me just look at my phone when that was. So my first appointment was on the 16th of January, February, March, April, May, June of July. So the first appointment was the 16th of July. And on your first appointment, basically you just go along. They have like clinics all over the country kind of thing, in loads of different places. Obviously I'm from Birmingham, so I went to the Birmingham one, and what they do is they kind of pair you with a worker there, and that person stays with you then for your whole journey. I'm still with mine. I think my last appointment is in January, so yeah, it's quite a long process. Well, it's not, but you stay with this person who you very first meet for your whole journey. You get their number, email, and you can text and ring them anytime, and they'll text you back literally anything. I'll read out a few of the messages later in the video so you can see the type of thing, what you text them and what they text you. So yeah, anyway, I went along to my first appointment, and they just kind of ask you what you're looking to gain, so what you want your results to look like. They ask if you have any pictures where what you want kind of your outcome to be. Obviously they can't give you the exact thing because everyone's body shape and body type is different, but then basically what this first initial consultation is talking through what you want out of it, making sure it's what you want to do, and then pairing you with your surgeon. So they do have quite a few surgeons, all like specialising in different things. So I wanted mine to be quite natural. Honestly, people have seen me and they haven't even realised I've had them done. And that's obviously 2 weeks after surgery where they're swollen. I've got my bandages on. People haven't even realised, and even the people that do know that I've told are like, you literally can't even tell. But that is the kind of thing I wanted, because I'm quite petite. Like, I feel like big boobs would just look crazy on me. However, some people do want that, so they'd pair you with a different surgeon. But yeah, they do give you these like little pack things here. So I'll show you the surgeon they paired me with. This is the pack I got on my first consultation, I think. Was it? No. Okay, I don't know where that one is. Right, I don't know where that one's gone, but they kind of give you like a piece of paper just like this with all your surgeon's details on and things like that, and then they book you in. Is the next one to see your surgeon? Yeah, then they book you in for your appointment to meet your surgeon. So then after that first consultation, I had another appointment on, so then I met my surgeon on the 27th of July. And yeah, so you meet your surgeon and you go in, and again, you kind of explain to him what you want. However, it is all written down already, so he kind of knows the basics of what you've told them on your first consultation. And then he asks you to kind of go behind a sheet screen type of thing. You do also have again, the lady who you started with at your consultation, she goes to every consultation to kind of make you feel comfortable and to have like a chaperone in the room. So yeah, you go behind a screen and take your top off, and they give you like a gown type thing, and then you come out and he takes pictures, he does all the measurements, tells you what he suggests and things like that. So I was initially, if you didn't know, they go up in like cc rather than cup sizes, so I did initially want to go 275cc or 300cc. However, when my surgeon met me, he was like, no, he said, I'm not going to go that big on you. There are other surgeons that would go to that size if you did want to go with them, but he wouldn't go to that size because he said obviously like complications, and if you want them to look natural, you can't make that size look natural on a body my size. So it kind of was going against what he does. So he recommended to me 225cc, which is what I actually ended up going with. Again, probably in the initial thought, I was like, I want to go bigger, but obviously I thought the surgeon knows best. He does so many of these operations that I kind of should listen to him, and maybe going smaller, I wouldn't regret it as if I went too big and they looked obviously fake and ridiculous and things like that. So yeah, I ended up going with the 225cc. So yeah, he does all your measurements. You can pick high profile, all things like that. Another thing you have to choose is to go under the muscle or over the muscle. Again, with MYA, I don't know about other places, he kind of suggests to you what would look best on you or what he thinks would look best. So basically, I will talk about all this bra and things like that, but basically you can see my ribs because obviously I am slim, and he said to me, if you go over the muscle, you'll have that really round looking like the really round type looking boobs where they look stuck on. So he advised to go under the muscle. However, under the muscle is a lot more painful recovery than to go over the muscle, but you know, a week more recovery was worth it to look good in the long run. So I didn't have it completely under the muscle. I had half under the muscle and half over the muscle, so it kind of creates like more of a teardrop shape rather than like the round shape. Some people like that, so if you want to go with that, like I say, you can say that's what you'd rather, but I just personally didn't, so I went half under the muscle and half over the muscle. So basically after you've seen your surgeon, literally on that same day, you then book your surgery if obviously that's what you want to do, if that's what you feel comfortable doing. You can go and book the date of your surgery. It is quite a quick turnover kind of thing, and you can literally have your surgery pretty much the next month. I obviously have to book it off work. So my appointment was on the 27th of July. Is that right? January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, of July. And then I booked my surgery for the 23rd of September, which was on a Sunday, which is when I had it done. So yeah, you book that, and you also book your pre-op on that day as well. My pre-op was booked for, let me have a look, on January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. The 20th of August is when I booked my pre-op for. So yeah, once you've also booked your surgery, you do actually have to get a doctor's note from your own personal doctor, and they just give you a form. You literally just take it to your doctors, and the form literally says anything. You don't have to ask them or tell them anything. You just say, can I hand in this form? You hand it in, and then they do all the rest. But that is something you do have to do. Also with MYA, like I say, only talking for MYA, you do have to put down a deposit of £500 to confirm your surgery date, which obviously I've been saving for this anyway, so I put the £500 deposit down. Obviously it takes it off the overall total, it's not a separate thing, that takes it off the overall total of the surgery, but I'll go into pricing that again in a minute. So then yeah, finally your last consultation before your actual surgery date is your pre-op. Again, they literally just go through really basic questions, take your blood pressure, they take blood samples if you have any history of like blood clotting and things like that, they make sure you're not pregnant. Literally just the basic things, nothing scary at all, nothing to worry about. It's just basically it's just a chat, if I'm completely honest. And yeah, making sure you're aware of everything, which is when they give you all things like this. So they just explain to you that in week 1 it will look like, they'll look cone shaped, week 3 more round, and then the final result they'll drop. They give you all the information, so basically risks to be aware, like bruising and swelling, your care, about what to do after surgery. They literally give you loads, so much information. But yeah, well actually, they also give you like this emergency contact number, obviously if anything goes wrong or you're worried about anything. Another thing is with MYA, which is quite a big thing I thought personally, is that they only operate in 2 places in the whole of England, so you can't actually have your operation in Birmingham, which I think is quite a big thing, because obviously it's just a whole nother thing of travelling, finding someone to take you, staying over the night, because they advise you to stay in London, which is where they operate. Their clinic or surgery place is in London. So yeah, they do advise you not to travel, because they do let you out on the day. You do have the option to stay over if you want to stay the night, but obviously you have to have someone to drive you there, so I'd have had to book a hotel for my boyfriend anyway. So I feel like this is going really off topic. Right, okay, I feel like I'm like rambling on about rubbish now, so I'm just going to try and stick to the facts, and then if you have any questions you can ask me. So yeah, after your pre-op and they've gave you all the packs of information, you've put your deposit down, you've discussed what size you want, you do get like, they give you loads of different implants where you can try them on. So they give you like a bra and you can try them on, have a look in the mirror, see how you feel, which is how you end up picking your size. What else do I need to tell you about? I think that's it. I think that's it for like the build up to the surgery. So yeah, a few days before your surgery with MYA, they will send you a text message to tell you what time you need to be at the like hospital thing for. It's not really a hospital, if I'm honest, it's like a very, very posh hospital. So if you are worried about hospitals, like I hate hospitals, but it doesn't feel like a hospital at all. I did vlog a tiny bit, so I'll insert that either now or at the end of this video so you can see what the room looks like, where you'll be staying and things like that.
This one is just a blazer. It's kind of like a long-line blazer as well. You wear it with like a little skirt, for example, and a white like blouse or khaki, and that will make a good outfit. This one also buttons up, so you can kind of wear it like just a blazer, for example, and a pair of jeans, and that will be good to do as well. Yeah, that I'm really excited about. I feel like you could also get maybe a kind of camel orange blouse.
So yeah, I had to be there at 10 o'clock in the morning, so I drove down to London at 10 o'clock. There is no parking at the hospital, which is again another annoying thing. It cost me like £35 to park. It was ridiculous, but yeah, I suppose I was spending all that money. £35 is nothing. And then once you arrive, they again just take your blood pressure, check you're okay, talk you through everything. Your anaesthetist comes to see you, ask you all questions, make sure you're comfortable. I have had operation before, and the anaesthetic did not agree with me in the slightest. I was so ill after, so I told him that, and he said he'll try and stop that. I don't know how. And then your surgeon comes to visit you, talks you through everything, make sure you're happy, comfortable, blah blah blah. So then obviously comes to your surgery. A lady comes to take you from your room, walks you down to the operating theatre, which is so scary because you just have to step onto the operating bed with all the lights on you and all the tools next to you, and that was scary. The anaesthetist, whatever you call it, was busy, so I had to lie on this operating bed for ages, and I was like, can someone just put me to sleep, because I don't want to look at all these tools around me. You're getting all the tools ready to literally cut me open. I was like, can someone literally just put me to sleep? They were all so lovely. Can I just add, I will get on to like the reviews of MYA and things like that after I've just explained the whole process, but yeah. So yeah, put me to sleep. I woke up in absolutely no pain. I didn't even feel like I'd had them done, to be honest. Obviously they fill you with like painkillers and morphine. Woke up in absolutely no pain whatsoever. And yeah, that was the whole shebang. You do have to go back 10 days after to have your bandages removed. When I say bandages, it's just one big sticker. They peel it off, they clean your wounds. I passed out during that. It's not painful at all. I am just the most squeamish person in the world, and I just passed out. It was horrible. It wasn't. There was, like I say, it was not painful at all. They literally just take the sticker off, clean your wounds, and that's it. So yeah, that is basically where I'm up to now, 2 weeks post-op. Now getting on to like all the little bits of information or questions I feel like you might have. So yeah, if you do want to know about these, then keep watching. I know this video is going to be long, I'm so sorry, but I'm trying to explain it in the most quickest, simplest way possible while trying to get all the information in. So yeah, you might be able to see this big thick black thing. You do have to wear a post-op bra for 6 weeks after, so it's basically, I don't really want to show everything, but it's got like a zip up the front, and you have to wear this constant, night and day. The only time you don't is in the shower. So yeah, I think that's just to kind of hold them in place while they set. I don't know, I didn't ask questions because thinking about it makes me feel sick. So yeah. In total, it cost me 5,500, I think, or roundabout. So it was like 5,400 and some, I don't know, but basically £5,500, which is pretty average, to be honest. I think it's like everywhere charges you that, but again, don't take my word for it because I don't know 100%. What else do you need to know? Oh yeah, as well, while I was looking, I wouldn't advise, to be honest, doing it how I did it. So MYA was my first consultation. I knew I wanted them done. I've known I wanted them done for years. It's just pure, that's just what I wanted to do. So I wanted them done. And as soon as I had enough money, I went to the first place, which was MYA. Said yeah, I had them done. I didn't look around, I didn't research, I didn't do anything, and I wonder if I was doing it like that. However, I've had literally no problems and I'm really happy with the results. So, but I would advise researching. But I did research MYA a tiny bit, and every single person I spoke to said don't go with MYA. Everything on the internet said don't go with MYA, how bad of a company kind of thing they are, how they don't care about you, the aftercare is terrible. Basically everything I read was bad. However, I was just so set in the mindset I want them done, I didn't care about all these bad reviews. And to be honest, I'm glad I didn't listen to them, because I've had the most perfect experience. I don't know if I've just got extremely lucky, but my experience has been absolutely fine. Nothing has gone wrong. I felt like I could always ask them questions. Honestly, this is like I say, you get paired with the woman and she texts you all the time. So like just before my surgery, she messaged me, hi, hope you're okay, I just wanted to send you a quick text to make sure you're all ready for your procedure. If there's any last minute things you want to ask, just let me know. And that you literally can just text them like you're just texting your friend. She's just texted me yesterday saying, hi Angel, I hope everything is okay post-op, hope you're feeling okay after surgery, blah blah blah. And I just said, yeah, feeling fine, everything went great, can't wait till I'm just fully recovered now. And she said, amazing, I bet you can't wait to get measured for some nice new bras. Wow, you've got my number anytime you need to get in touch, happy healing. Like, she's just really, really kind, and you can, like I say, message her anytime, any questions, anything. You have this emergency number in case anything goes wrong health-wise. The nurse rang me after, the day after or 3 days after, I don't know, making sure everything was okay, if you needed anything like that. As I say, the big thing I read with MYA was how bad the aftercare was. However, after my operation, as I say, I reacted really, really bad with anaesthetic, and I was so ill after. I wasn't in any pain, I was just like ill kind of thing. And everyone there was so lovely. There was like, you don't rush out, stay as long as you like. As I was walking out, I had a really funny turn in the reception, and the doctor, I think it was, the doctor come running down to me. All the nurses come down to me, was saying, like, come back upstairs, don't rush out. They gave me some sickness tablets. Honestly, they were just so lovely. And yeah, I just don't see where everyone gets that the aftercare is so bad. Mine has been absolutely fine. If anything, like, a lot. I've had a lot of aftercare. My next appointment to go back is the 5th of November to check everything is okay. And yeah, I cannot say anything bad about Moira's company or about the aftercare, so I really don't know where everyone gets that from, or whether I've just had a really lucky experience. But yeah, so just quickly, I feel like a lot of people like to know about the money side of things, and like I say, it is quite expensive. 5.5 grand is a lot of money, especially for me. I earn minimum wage. I don't have no fancy job. I don't work full time. I work part time. So 5.5 grand for me is a hell of a lot of money. Which I suppose majority of people, it is a lot of money. And money side of it was a huge thing for me because it was the one thing that stopped me getting them done for the longest amount of time. So I just want to quickly talk to you about like the money side of things. So yeah, as I say, I don't earn loads of money. I'm on minimum wage I work in a shop, so I don't get a lot of money. However, I knew this was something I really wanted. The minimum amount you have to put down is £500 for this surgery, so and then you can pay the rest off monthly. So I managed to save, I think it was £3,000. I'm sure it was. If not, I'm sorry, but I'm sure it was around £3,000. And I done this by literally scrimping and saving on everything. I stopped going out. I stopped buying loads of new clothes. I used to eat out at lunch, so I'll go to like Greg's or McDonald's. I stopped doing that and I started taking food in. I cancelled my gym membership. I cancelled my phone contract. I literally, you don't understand how much I saved for these. Like, it wasn't just, oh, I got handed £5,500 and was like, there, go and have it done. Honestly, I picked up every single shift I could at work. I was working like as many shifts as I could. If there was a shift going, I'd be the one to take it. I'd be working as many hours as I could and saving as much money as I could. Yeah, so it wasn't easy for me to save that much money, but like I said, I did manage to. So I don't feel like if it is something that really gets you down and is something you really want doing, but you feel like it's just never possible because of how much money it is. Honestly, if I can do it on my minimum wage, you can do it. You just have to cut back on all the little things, and just, if you really want them that bad, it'll be worth cutting back on things so much. And yeah, so if you pay the rest off within 10 months, you don't have any interest added. So for the next 10 months I am paying £250 a month, which again is still such a big cut out my budget monthly, but personally I think it's worth it because of how much I've wanted them done and how long I've wanted them done. So yeah, that is like the money side of it. If you do have any other questions on the money side of it, don't be scared to ask. I know money for some people is something they don't like to talk about, but it doesn't bother me at all. I'm very open and honest about pretty much everything. So yeah, that is how I managed to save and afford them. So yeah, and finally, I guess you want to see them, but obviously I'm not going to get them out, but I'll kind of show you them in a top, and hopefully I'll find like a before photo. But yeah, as I say, I didn't have them huge, so maybe you won't be able to tell the difference, but obviously I can. So this is just them in a vest top, if you can tell. And yeah, I'm very happy with them. Like I say, I don't think they are overly huge. I just feel like they, well, obviously they don't fit my body because the ones before fitted my body, but yeah, I'm very happy with them. So I guess that's all that matters. So yeah, as I say, I hope this video hasn't been completely rambling on and somewhat informative. I feel like personally it hasn't been, and I feel like I have just rambled on. But if you do have any questions, like I say, at all, you can leave them down below or message me on Instagram. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye.
She's tired, but she's okay.